Vulnerability is not weakness, it's our greatest measure of courage. It takes immense strength to open up and share our innermost thoughts and feelings with another person. In a world that often values stoicism and self-reliance, choosing to be vulnerable is a radical act of bravery. Love is a beautiful and complex emotion. It encompasses a wide range of feelings, from the exhilarating highs of passion to the comforting warmth of companionship. Love can be both exhilarating and terrifying, as it requires us to step outside of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. It's something we all crave. The desire for connection is a fundamental part of the human experience. We seek out relationships that make us feel seen, heard, and understood. These connections give our lives meaning and purpose, providing us with a sense of belonging. But the path to finding love can be daunting. The journey is often filled with uncertainty and self-doubt. We may question our worthiness or fear that we will never find someone who truly understands us. These fears can hold us back from taking the necessary steps to form meaningful connections. One of the biggest obstacles we face is the fear of rejection. The thought of putting ourselves out there only to be turned away can be paralyzing. This fear can prevent us from reaching out to others and forming the connections we so deeply desire. Opening ourselves up to another person requires vulnerability. It means allowing someone to see us in our most raw and unguarded state. This can be incredibly intimidating, as it exposes us to the possibility of being hurt or misunderstood. It means risking our hearts for the chance to connect deeply with someone. Vulnerability can feel scary. It involves stepping into the unknown and trusting that the other person will handle our hearts with care. But it is through this process that we build the foundation for genuine and lasting relationships. It means showing our true selves, imperfections and all. When we allow ourselves to be seen in our entirety, we create the opportunity for authentic connection. This honesty fosters trust and intimacy, allowing relationships to flourish. But it is within this space of vulnerability that true connection blossoms. When we embrace our imperfections and share them with others, we invite them to do the same. This mutual openness creates a bond that is both deep and enduring. When we let down our guard and allow ourselves to be seen, we invite others to do the same. This reciprocal vulnerability is the key to forming meaningful and lasting connections. It is through this courageous act of opening up that we find the love and connection we all seek. The fear of rejection is deeply rooted in our human experience. From a young age, we learn to seek approval and validation. We crave acceptance from our peers, our families, and society as a whole. This desire to belong is hardwired into us. Romantic rejection can be particularly painful. When someone rejects our romantic advances, it can feel like a rejection of our entire selves. Our minds tend to magnify the experience. We might question our worthiness of love and affection. The fear of rejection can be paralyzing. It can prevent us from taking risks in love. We might hesitate to approach someone we're attracted to. We might hold back from expressing our true feelings. This fear can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. When we don't put ourselves out there, we diminish our chances of finding love. We miss out on opportunities to connect with potential partners. We rob ourselves of the possibility of experiencing a fulfilling relationship. It's crucial to remember that rejection is not a reflection of our worth. Rejection is a part of life that everyone experiences at some point. It can come in many forms, whether it's from a job application, a social group, or a romantic interest. But it's important to understand that these rejections do not define us. Romantic rejection can be caused by a myriad of factors. It could be due to differences in personality, values, or life goals. Sometimes, it's simply a matter of chemistry, or the lack thereof. It's not always about something we did or didn't do. Perhaps the timing isn't right. Life has a way of bringing people together at the right moment, and sometimes that moment just hasn't arrived yet. Timing can play a significant role in the success of any relationship. Maybe the other person has different relationship goals. They might be looking for something different than what we can offer, and that's okay. Everyone is on their own journey, seeking what they need at that particular time. It's important to remember that everyone has their own preferences, Just as we have our own likes and dislikes, so do others. This diversity is what makes human connections so rich and varied. Rejection doesn't mean we are unlovable or unworthy of connection. It simply means that the particular connection wasn't meant to be. We are still deserving of love and respect, and there are countless opportunities to find meaningful relationships. It simply means that we haven't found the right match yet. The journey to finding the right person can be long and winding, but it's a journey worth taking. Each experience teaches us more about ourselves and what we truly want in a partner. Our worthiness of love is inherent. We are all deserving of love, just as we are. It's not something that needs to be earned or proven. It's a fundamental part of being human. It exists independently of someone else's acceptance or rejection. Our value is intrinsic, and no amount of rejection can take that away. Embrace who you are and trust that the right connections will come in time. Section 5. Building courage. Practical steps to face your fear. Overcoming the fear of rejection is a process. It requires us to build courage and resilience. Start by challenging negative self-talk. When you catch yourself dwelling on past rejections or fearing future ones, reframe those thoughts. Focus on building your self-confidence. Engage in activities that bring you joy and make you feel good about yourself. Practice self-care and prioritize your emotional well-being. Section 6. The power of resilience. Bouncing back from romantic setbacks. Resilience is essential in navigating the ups and downs of dating and relationships. Rejection is an inevitable part of the process. It's how we respond to rejection that determines our success. When we view rejection as an opportunity for growth, we empower ourselves to move forward. Each rejection brings us closer to finding the right person. It helps us refine our understanding of what we're looking for in a partner. Section 7. Stories of courage. Finding love by embracing vulnerability. Countless stories illustrate the power of vulnerability in love. Think about couples who have overcome obstacles to be together. Their stories often involve taking risks, being vulnerable, and persevering through challenges. These stories remind us that love is worth fighting for. They inspire us to be courageous in our pursuit of connection. They teach us that vulnerability, while scary, is the key to unlocking deep and meaningful relationships. Section 8. Cultivating self-love, the foundation of a strong romantic life. Self-love is the foundation upon which healthy relationships are built. It is the cornerstone that supports every aspect of a fulfilling romantic life. When we nurture self-love, we create a solid base that allows us to build strong, meaningful connections with others. When we love and accept ourselves fully, we are more likely to attract partners who appreciate and value us for who we are. This self-acceptance radiates outward, drawing in those who resonate with our true selves. It's like a magnet that pulls in positive, loving energy. Self-love allows us to set boundaries in relationships. These boundaries are essential for maintaining our well-being and ensuring that our relationships are balanced and respectful. By knowing our worth, we can communicate our needs and desires clearly and confidently. It gives us the strength to walk away from situations that no longer serve us. This strength is rooted in the understanding that our happiness and peace of mind are paramount. We learn to prioritize our emotional health and make choices that align with our values and self-respect. When we love ourselves, we recognize that we deserve to be with someone who loves and respects us in equal measure. This recognition empowers us to seek out and maintain relationships that are nurturing and supportive. We become more discerning in our choices, ensuring that our romantic life is built on mutual respect, admiration, and genuine affection. Section 9. A call to action. Embrace vulnerability and open yourself to love. The journey to love requires courage. It demands that we be vulnerable, even when it feels scary. But the rewards are immeasurable. By embracing vulnerability, we open ourselves up to the possibility of experiencing deep connection, profound joy, and unconditional love. Take a chance on love. Put yourself out there. Express your feelings. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back from experiencing the beauty of human connection. Section 10. You are worthy. A final word of encouragement. Remember, you are worthy of love and happiness. You are deserving of a love that is real, authentic, and deeply fulfilling. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you otherwise. You are enough. Believe in your own worthiness. Embrace your vulnerability and strength, and never ever give up on love and hope.